Okay. Switching my. This is the good microphone. Okay. So, I have been working for a very long time on this. So I'm doing a dramatic cut to black because that's how dramatic this is. I should have the mic be better. That'd be good. I'm okay. All right. So, I have been working on this new setup for probably about a month. Uh, After hitting 100 subscribers, so pretty much this whole week, I have been working on this non-stop, like pretty much from when I woke up to about the time I was going to bed. Most of the time I was working on this thing. It's been hard. God, I need to make the microphone good. That's what I need to do. All right. So, without any further ado, I'm whipping out the sound effects for this one. That's how crazy we're going. I'm 3D now, but like actually, this is very loud. Oh my god, shut up. Shush. Shush. There we are. Okay. Okay, let's make that a reasonable volume. There we go. Alright, so now I exist in like this 3D space here. I have multiple camera angles. Look at that. I've got my guitar and everything. Look, I'm talking. Look at me. I'm here now. I'm 3D. All of this was created in Source Filmmaker. If I go to this shot here, no, that's one of the white shots that I have. You can see there's Source Filmmaker in the background. Which I thought it was funny that the program I used to make this was in the background. But yeah, this is what I've been working on. Yeah, I can control all the camera angles and that from my stream deck, and so like my previous setup, I was just on a green screen, right? Just in a green screen room. Now I have like an actual 3D environment. Hello Leo UYT. I'm just gonna call you Leo. Hi. Thank you. I have been working on this all week, pretty much non-stop. It's been really hard. I can go to this camera angle, I can go to this camera angle. Look at all these camera angles! Whoa, I even got a bunch of wide shots and that. Once again, I'd like to thank, my friend, who I won't name for privacy reasons, but my friend made this Jellybean Guy model for me. And it's absolutely fantastic. It works super well. I didn't make this model, I just animated it. And it's been so hard. I've been working on this so much. And, yeah. So, I told myself I was gonna do this stream. Let's make the microphone actually face me, that'd be helpful. I told myself I was gonna do this stream when I hit 100 subscribers. Did that. Now we're here. Okay. God, I gotta make this microphone volume good. I'm kind of moving around a bit, so that makes life a little hard, but yeah. Yeah. So, as you might be able to tell by the fact I'm holding a guitar both in the stream and in real life, that's what we're gonna be doing today. We're basically just gonna play around with this setup. We're gonna jam out and just have a grand old time. Yeah, 100 people. So, I mean, people... I told the family about it, and they bring up the argument of like, oh, imagine like 100 people in a room or something, and it's a lot, sure. But like, you gotta like, a lot of those accounts probably aren't active. I don't know. But I mean, I hit the number, which is cool. So, yeah, I don't. Let's see. No Lorax fanfic. I did kind of say that I wasn't gonna do the Lorax fanfiction on 100 subscribers. I know you suggested it, but I kind of wanted to do this with like the 3D room in that, with me being like, hey, whoa, it's 3D and stuff. Look at all of this. Hello SGL, hi. I made a new setup. I'm even 3D'er than before. I've got like a 3D room to inhabit. And so my last setup had like a bunch of different facial expressions and animations in that. But I found that I very rarely actually use them because I'd be too busy focusing on other stuff. Hey, congratulations on 100 subs. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. How do I make might be good? So yeah, Bro has drums now. Oh yeah, if I go into... Nope, that's wrong. Sometimes, so I have a button here that changes just the facial expression. But, since the Jellybean Guy layer is independent to the background layer, if you just change the Jellybean layer, stuff can look a little bit silly. But, you know, you do what you can, I guess. I don't know how to play drums, I'll admit, but they are there. They are there in the background because I think they look cool. Yeah. Mid shot. This is probably gonna be the main shot, I guess. But I also have the alternatives of like the side shots and that. All of that stuff. It's really fun. Let me move the microphone a bit there, so I can move around to my stream deck a bit easier. There we go. Alright. Alright, here's what I want to do. Okay, so I had to render out a lot of footage to make this stuff work. Does anyone want to take a guess of to how much footage I had to render out? So this is in time. How many minutes of footage did I have to render out to make this work? I want your guesses. Because, well, you'll see. How many minutes of footage to make this setup? That's the real question, folks. That is the real question. With all these different 1,000 minutes. Okay. Not quite. A bit over, but so the amount of minutes I had to render to make this whole system work was about 30 minutes. 30 minutes worth of individual image sequences to render all of this out. 9999999 minutes because of how good it looks. I mean, I could just put a single image and like it'd still probably look pretty good, but no, it was 30 minutes. 30 minutes of just image sequences, just like loads and loads of individually rendered PNGs. Well, not individually rendered, but like just huge folders filled with PNGs. And it's enough to make 30 minutes of footage at 24 FPS. It is a lot. Now, you might be wondering, but Ollie, you only have these shots here, where like it's all nicely lit and stuff. Like, it's good, but it's not that much. Well, folks, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between and out, this is only half of it. This is like the just chatting mode with like camera angles and all that. I also have another mode. I'm gonna have to turn off the music for this. I also have another mode, and this probably took a considerably bit longer to make than this mode that I'm using right now. And, like all good things, it starts with a dramatic cut to black. Okay, I've got to turn my microphone off. There we go. How about that? There we go. Alright. Go back into talking mode. There we go. Maybe turn that down a bit. There we are. There we go. I think that's good. That was... So that's what I've been working on. I feel like this song isn't appropriate. I feel like we need something different. Yeah, that'll work. So I've been... As you can probably tell, I've been working pretty hard. All of that was being controlled live with my Stream Deck. While also playing the song. So yeah. Good job, Ollie. Thank you. Oh my god. Okay. So, like, to my left, I've got my looper, which is doing all the looping stuff. To my right, I have my Stream Deck, which is controlling it, all the visuals and that. So it's a and also, I've got the keytar, so I feel like I don't have enough arms, is my point. But yeah, that's the project. That's the thing. And I mean, folks, that isn't all. That isn't. There's actually a bit more to it. Not quite as next level amount of more as the previous amount of more, but there is still more to show. And I think it would be pretty cool if maybe I showed you, because I think it's pretty cool. You know what that means, folks. It means another dramatic cut to black with the mic actually off. How about that? That was another one. Hi, cheese. FYI, the reason I'm not talking during the performing bits, is because if I connected the data tube to performing mode, I think my computer would blue screen. It already sometimes blue screens, and that's with like just a green screen thing. But anyway, holy, you've outclassed yourself. So all of this is pre-rendered. It isn't rendered live. So if I was to do like bisexual lighting and trans lighting and all of that, which would be fantastic, I'd have to render everything out again and then manually put everything into the OBS scenes, which took a lot of very repetitive, very hard work. But anyway, Ollie, this is incredible, but you know what would make it better? If you selected track and make your arm follow what notes were being pressed. So, think about that. So, with the looping stuff, I'm mainly using my guitar because it has a ton of instruments on it. Yeah, but it does have a MIDI output, I think, but it's kind of janky. My main piano has a very good MIDI output. It's connected to my computer. That's the reason when I've been doing Pro Tools stuff, you're able to see what notes I'm pressing. And the thing about this, so first and foremost, when it goes to performing mode, it's actually, I should have music going. That would be way better. There we go. Forgot about that. So during performing mode, those are actually MP4 files. And I'm switching between them. So I can't really have the arm moving because it's pre-rendered MP4 files. That's the little trick behind the scenes for you folks. Right, yeah, what do we want to do next? Also, by the way, I don't know if you've seen this, cheese. But if I press the button right, boom, camera angle. Boom, camera angle. Boom, camera angle. Look at all these camera angles. It's great. I love it. Yeah. And with this mode, talkie mode, I'm using the data tube, and technically it would be possible to do something like that. But it'd add a ridiculous amount of I don't know what the term is for it, but like it'd be a lot of different states. Yeah, states is what they call it. And it already barely opens with the amount of stuff I have on it now. I guess that means you're an animatronic. I guess yeah. Holy cameras, yeah. So you know how with my previous model I had like a bunch of different animations and facial expressions and that? I basically scrapped that and traded it in for being able to have a bunch of camera angles and lighting and stuff, because I like framing and like that sort of jazz, and like having it feel all 3D and stuff, and like doing that. And primarily, the more important one, I really like lighting. I really love lighting stuff. Whenever I'm doing 2D art, shading's always my favorite. And if there's a software in which I can play around with lights in any way, I'm probably gonna play around with lights in said way. I actually in Animal Crossing, in like the DLC, one of the things, I just grabbed a bunch of lights and just lit one of the villages, because it was like the thing you can get them to stand still, whatnot. And on my main island, I've also played around with lighting and stuff. For my passport photo in Animal Crossing, actually, I had a bunch of lights just outside of frame to light the thing for the passport photo and make it look super cool. Definitely not legal in terms of like passport photos, but it did look very cool. Give me 1 second. Okay. Yeah, I am such a lighting nerd. Lighting is dope. I agree. Hence all the lighting in performing mode. Yeah, I'm really happy that I got to show that off on streams now. Like, now on stream, I can have like all these cool lighting things in that, and it's cool. It looks good. So yeah. Not gonna lie, it would be hilarious if you had a shot on behind the scene cameras, like a view in the opposite direction aimed at the cameras. Alright, so that would be really funny. But the thing is, the cameras are invisible because it's 3D software. And also I do kind of like the darkness like outside the lights. It looks cool. It's one of the shots in performing mode. I'll make sure I cut to it on the next performing mode. Speaking of which, there's more songs to do, and I feel like doing that. So guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna do that. Okay, let's pause the music. You could make cameras. Yeah, but then I'd have to render everything again. I don't want to do that. Alright. Okay, shut up, Yoshi's Island 2. We're going into performing mode. So I did a thing there. You might have noticed. I know Cheese definitely noticed. Yes, I did play Megalovania in there because I thought it'd be funny, and I felt like it. There we go. I did the funny. I thought it was funny. You know what's not funny? This version of the song. I don't like it. I want the normal version. I don't like that either. This one's good. I accept this. There we go. It's really fun. Megalovania is just incredibly versatile. It's already built out of the blue scale, which I use a lot as a crutch. So it's fun to play with. And so I did that. Clear all that stuff up. See if anything's coming through chat, just so I don't miss it. Megalovania is our Rickroll. Yeah, I guess. That's gonna be a thing on this channel. Megalovania memes are not dead. And you cannot change my mind. Alright, okay, just looking at things. Okay, cool. Alright, we could honestly just move on to the next thing if we want. We could just do that. I am tempted to do exactly that. So, maybe I should pause the music and do a dramatic cut to black. There we go. So I felt like using a lot of brass instruments, so that's exactly what I did. Shut up, Mario. There we go. All right. I just I love the brass instruments. Sometimes you can get some good stuff up in there. Are you sure you're not performing this live? Well, yeah, this is live. This is all live. I know because I'm pressing a lot of buttons to make this work. Feels like ultra improved, yeah. So one of the main reasons I made this whole setup, I've done some looper stuff in the past. God, make this, that needs to be quieter. There we go. I've done some looper stuff in the past, but from a visual perspective, it looked boring. It looked really boring. It was just the Jellybean Guy standing there with like a PNG of a looper next to him, and it looked bad. So, that's one of the main things that motivated me to make this whole thing, to make all of this stuff, to make it so I can go bam, bam, all of this. It was a lot. Also, one thing while I'm here that I wanna talk about. I'm just gonna check to make sure I get the name right, because I want to do that correctly. That makes sense. I want to do something right. So on Twitter, there's a person called Shindigs, and they tweet a lot about different streamers and like tons of cool and creative setups and that. And there's a lot of stuff that's like, oh, this streamer turned the stream into a video game. Oh, this one's like a CRT aesthetic. Oh, this, like, all this cool stuff. And a lot of those tweets what inspired me to try and make something this 3D. Like, it's being able to change all the camera angles and that, and like all of this stuff, like all those different tweets and that of just people making cool stuff. Like, again, it was the people making the cool stuff. Shindigs was just talking about them, but like just all of that stuff really inspired me to make this whole setup thing. There's a lot of stuff on there that's probably a fair bit cooler than what I've got here, and that's probably saying something, but like, yeah, there's really cool stuff there. Very good streamer from what I see, because like there's so much cool stuff that Shindigs does with like channel point redeems and that, and again, all the different streamers that they shout out, and yeah, I just wanted to get that out there because that was one of the main inspirations for this. Shindigs on Twitter. But anyway, I reckon we should probably do more music, because that's kind of one of the main reasons we're here. Not gonna lie, I've actually thought about streaming a few times. I might try it one of these days. Yeah, so highly recommend. Yeah, one of the things I like about streaming, I really love improv and just making stuff up on the fly, so streaming really lends itself to that. Like, when I'm recording stuff on its own, I get very annoyed about like getting the perfect take and all that, but with streaming you kind of just gotta do it. So yeah, it's good. It's look up like an OBS tutorial or two. There's a bunch of good ones out there, and I wish you success. Oakley Dokley, it's getting late here in American land, so I'm a dip. Excellent work. Thank you for showing up anyway, even though that was late. Cheese, like, appreciate that. This is a big stream, so I appreciate you showing up even though it's late where you are. Anyway, actually, yeah, I'm gonna do one setup and I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, basically. I don't know why that was so hard to say. Anyway, music, stop, and back. That one had some bad takes in it at the start. God. I was just trying to get that slap bass to sound good, and it was just not working. That's the thing about being live. Sometimes it is bad. Not gonna act like I'm an expert. But anyway, speaking of knowing what I'm doing, spaghetti. So the thing I'm using to make my mouth move right now, I use a program called VideoTube Mini. I'll chuck it in chat for you. Give me 1 second, make sure I get the spelling right. VideoTube Mini. That's the program I'm using to make my mouth move in that. So if you want to use that for your setup, be my guest. I'm using a very large amount of GIF files to make it so I'm moving and stuff. Wouldn't recommend that if your computer can't handle it, because boy oh boy, You would not believe the amount of times Video YouTube has made my computer blue screen from the amount of crap I'm putting into it. It is not designed to handle the sheer amount of GIFs I'm putting in there. So yeah. Just be careful, is what I'm saying. But it works well, as you can see. Another quirk of it, for some reason, so I have an audio interface, which is how I get most of my music audio to my computer. And for some reason, YouTube just doesn't like it. For some reason. So gotta be it. I'm using Bluetooth headphones around my neck, which actually works really well because they have filtering built into them, so the audio quality is worse. But since there's like filtering built in, it makes it so my mouth moves good so background sound doesn't make my mouth move as much, basically. My computer is basically just a toaster, so I'll most likely not do PNG. No, PNG is what you want to do. You want to avoid using the crap ton of GIF files that I'm doing. Images, JPEGs, PNGs, I'm just putting in a huge amount of GIF files, which isn't really what Video YouTube is designed to do, hence my computer's struggle. Once it loads, then it's absolutely fine. It works well, but when it's loading up, it is yo-yoing between not responding and working. It is insane, but once it's loaded up, it's fine. So maybe start with images instead of GIFs like I'm doing. We do not need this song in our lives right now. This we do. This is good. I approve of this. Also, the lighting I did in the previous song, very yellow. I thought Cheese might like it. Cheese isn't here right now, to my knowledge, but it's a thing. Yeah, it's all good. What do we want to do next musically? What would be something interesting to do next? I have an idea. Okay. Imagine if I use a PNG instead of PG Onceler. Are you gonna make a Onceler PNG tuber, Spaghetti? Is that what you're gonna do? Because personally, I was imagining just like a bowl of spaghetti, just talking, because I thought that was funny. Like just maybe the spaghetti is shaped slightly like a face. I think that'd be funny. Alright. So this next song, leaning a little bit more into the covery aspect, but like it's still kind of gonna be original. It's gonna be based on something, is what I'm saying. So you know the drill from this point. It's a dramatic cut to black. Bat. That one took a while to pick up pace, but once it got there, I think that one was pretty good. It just took a while to get into the groove, you know. But I feel like it hit the spot. I feel like it made it, you know. Wasn't as bad as the previous one. There we go. All right. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Spaghetti, you're currently the only one in chat. I mean, the bot exists for a reason, eh? You might have noticed, but I am starting to get a bit creatively tired. Which is, yeah. Like, it's hard to come up with a bunch of songs on the fly, like, back to back to back to back, you know? Not, yeah. Rightio. I was leaning initially towards, I was leaning kind of towards doing maybe some game stuff. It just, towards the end of the stream, just for funsies. But the problem is I haven't really gotten this model set up in the game scene yet. I think I can actually switch to the... So it takes a second. Yep, there I am. It's definitely not it's sized correctly. It's a little weird. If I switch to some of them, you can see... Looks a little... Oh, no, that switches the entire thing. That's... Yep, never mind. Yeah. It's not quite right. Wait, no, actually, if I... Yep, there we go. No, don't go... Stay on the game scene. Stay. There we are. So if I go like that... Yeah, I can kind of change the things. It looks a little weird, but, like, it's not that bad. Except when I do this, then it looks very strange. Yeah, without the context of the background, it looks a bit weird. You can see the lights up at the top there. But like this looks okay. Yeah. Honestly, this could work. This could work if I needed to. My plan is like for Ollie Plays a Game streams to use the old model. Just to like signify, hey, this is a more casual stream. Like, no pressure, you know? So we could do that maybe? It could be fun. If I feel like it, like doing some video games once I'm full creative worn out. We could do Balatro. That could be fun. I might do a couple more songs. What do I want to do next is the question. That's what I need to know. What if we do something like a really pitched down acoustic guitar? That sounds cool sometimes. I'll make it so I can actually hear it. There we go. I like that sound. I think it sounds pretty cool. We could do something with that. You know what? I think I'm gonna do exactly that. That's what I'm gonna do. May or may not have accidentally started playing the loop again at the end. Please kindly ignore that. Yeah, microphone good, music on, so I can hear it. There we go, lovely. Yeah, that was a fun vibe. That was a very fun vibe. I'm getting tired. Okay. I reckon I have maybe one more song in me. I reckon I've got one more. Okay. And, alright. And yes, it was the thing. If you know what I was referencing, put it in the comments, I guess, I don't know. Alright. Okay, let us go ahead and stop the music. I'm gonna do one more song. One more song, and then we'll see if we either end the stream or, like, play something. We'll see what happens. And, this one's gonna be fun. You'll see. Let me get a good instrument going. Just doing that before. That's kind of what the black screen is for me to, like, prepare the initial stuff for the loop. So, I think that'll work. I think that'll do the job. So that was that. Rip that Pat, I guess. He's not dead, he's just retired. There we go. Hi, Arconus the Wolf. Good to see you. Yeah. So I mostly did that just to, for one thing, get the game theory theme song is a vibe. It's fun to play with. I felt like it was a fun thing to finish on. And second, I wanted to show the fact that I could change the lights as I was playing. Oh god. Like, it's not like just one color for the whole thing. If I want to change the color of the lights live, I can, and I think it looks pretty cool. I think that might be the last song for today. I am creatively tired, and yeah. I might chuck a quick poll in chat. Give me 1 second, because if we want to, we could play some form of video game, or we could just end the stream here. It's been a fun vibe, and I've been streaming for hour 20 minutes. Pretty good. Give me 1 second. What now? I can either end stream or play a game. Rig might be janky. Feel free to chuck a vote or two in that if you want. I think there is 2 people here, so we'll see how that goes. Rightio. I'm personally leaning towards Balatro in terms of the game. Also, by the way, camera angles in this mode too, Arconus. It thought I'd mention that. And we got 1 vote for play a game. I'm gonna give it a little bit longer, just in case there is in fact 2 people here. Not much to say, really. I'm pretty tired. But, like, it's the creative kind of tired, you know? It's the tired way you're creatively worn out. So playing a video game wouldn't be that bad, I think. Alright, I think I might end it here. Oh wait, I think there is 2 people. Giving you a chance to cast your vote, whoever that is. You have limited time. Oh my goodness. Anything could happen. Even camera changes, well, that's also an option of things that could happen. The camera, they're definitely happening. This is definitely something that is happening. All these camera changes. Yeah. Alright, I am going to end the poll in 3, 2, 1, done. If I could actually click it. Yeah, there we go. Alright, we are going to play a game. I might cut to the BRB screen, just so I have time to take just a quick break, take off the guitar and, like, all that stuff, so that I can move, and, I'll maybe grab a snack or something, I don't know. Yeah, so, also, everyone out there, grab some water, grab some snacks, take a pre-break if you need to, that's also an option. I'm gonna cut to BRB right now. Wait, no, I need to make sure I have the... No, never mind. It was gonna be all dramatic in that, but I need to make sure the racing thing is ready. Because that's fun. That's fun to watch during the BRB, in my opinion. Okay. Alright, gonna cut to BRB now. Go grab some snacks, everyone. And we are back. I've grabbed some stuff, and I'm feeling good. My back is surprisingly sore, to be honest. That whole time during the loop a bit, I was standing up. So I don't know, maybe that had an effect. Alright. So, if you are here, please feel free to make yourself known so you can have a say in what gets played in this moment. So as I said, I was leaning towards Balatro, because that's fun and easy, and I like doing it. Don't mind me just eating, that's fine. We'll live. But also, I have recently been playing Shadows of Doubt, the procedural detective game. Hello, Spaghetti, hi. And that's been fun. I kind of want to save it for its own stream though, because I feel like that'd be really fun as its own thing. I want to save it. If anyone has any suggestions, feel free to say them. What would be fun? In a perfect world, I'd go to Source Filmmaker and show you the 3D environment for the thing. I could honestly do that, you know. I could do that. Maybe. The thing with that is I'm worried about Source Filmmaker, like, showing personal info, like, files and folders and stuff like that. So maybe not. I mean, I could... You know what? I'll have a look. I'll have a look. Because I feel like this is the stream dedicated to this setup, so I want to show stuff about the setup. Villain Tro could be fun. It is spelled Balatro. Don't know where the V came from, but you know what? Sure. Alright. Oh. Bugger. Ignore that, that's fine. Alright. Gonna open up the thing. That was really stupid. Alright. What can we do? What can we do about this? I think this will be okay. Yeah. Yep, I think we can be good. I think we'll be good with this. So if I go into here, let's make the music a touch quieter, I think. Actually, no, it's probably... No, I'll just make it quieter on mine. Maybe a little bit quieter on yours. Okay. Yeah, that'll do nice. Okay, so, let me go to this, and if I change the scene to be, that one. This is Source Filmmaker. So, alright, so I have a bunch of lights over here, and a bunch of lights over here. These ones are the ones for performing mode, these ones are the ones for talking mode. So if I just turn off the performing mode lights, and turn on the talking mode lights, you can see there's all the things there. Don't know why there's such a dark shadow there. It wasn't like that before. Am I being silly? Am I being a little bit goofy? Oh yeah, there we go. That's better. Lovely. Okay, so this is the 3D room that everything's in. So over here we've got this desk here, which, as I mentioned at the start, has Source Filmmaker on there because I think that's funny. And there's actually the secret to the way I made it glow and look all nice in that is I actually put a light behind it, and then that light is just shining through. I've just told that, like, hey, go through everything. Don't bother with shadows or anything. Just chuck it through there. And then that makes that area look all glowy. And then I also put on a volumetric light to add a bit of blue to that area there and, like, cast blue onto the chair and that. Over here, these books fell over, and I was just never bothered to put them back on the shelf. Here's the drum kit. Here's the tree over here. There's a tree in the background. And I wanted to find like a pot or something to put in, but I couldn't find anything, so I put it in a tire. Look at that. Yeah, these paintings in the background, they look nice. This painting here is actually on its side, because I couldn't make it fit vertically, like it was too tall, so I just put it on its side like that. There's a bass that I don't know how to play, but I think looks cool. All these models are either built into Source Filmmaker or I found on the Source Filmmaker workshop. This is funny over here. I put this over here. Take that for what you will. So I had an idea for the BRB screen. It wasn't intended to be the BRB screen, but I got the idea later. This is behind the bookshelf where no one can see it. And I think it'd be funny if the BRB screen was just like a shot like that. Something like that, yeah, with the toilet there, and just like, oh, BRB, it just says a picture of a toilet. I think that's funny. So, technical details. Little blob. Yeah. It's Eggdog, I think, is what he's called. There's the couch. Every good studio needs a couch. Okay, so, there's two cameras in this project. Camera 1 controls talkie mode. And each of these keyframes here is one of the shots. So you can see if I switch between them, you can see all the different shots. And then what I did, I just pasted whatever shot I wanted to render onto that last one there. And then if I play, you can see he starts doing the idle animation. So like I could just tell Source Filmmaker, hey, render from here to over here. And then I could like change the camera by just pasting a different camera angle there. And then I didn't have to worry about changing the frames every time, and that just made life a little bit easier. There's also actually two Jellybean guys. Wait, I have something funny I can do here. I pause that. So you can actually show both of them at once, and it may or may not create a slight eldritch nightmare. That. There we go. There it is. That's the Eldritch Nightmare. Look at that. Oh my god. Yeah, you get my point. God, that's creepy. Okay, go away, please. Thank you. And let's get the actual music back. That is the wrong thing. There we go. Okay, lovely. So, yeah. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about, if I go to the Jellybean Guy model, this is all the keyframes in that for the idle animation. It's a lot. It's getting all the different things to look nice. But anyway, if I go in and press unknown, that's where the face controller is. And so if you go here, you can take this and so the facial expressions actually, when they're not being used, they're actually inside his head, and you can see I'm just pushing it outwards to show it like that. So if we want to make him smile, we put the mouth thing away and we pull out the smile thing, and then I can render out with it smiling. I'll change that camera there. And the same thing goes with performing mode as well. With performing mode actually, I'm just going to hide that and show performing. For the animation, with talking mode, I did it all with like the graph editor, which is like keyframes and stuff. But for the performing mode, I used the motion editor. And what I did essentially was I moved everything independently with my mouse. So like I was doing the head rotations, or like the foot tapping, or the keytar rotating, all of that just to one at a time basically. And so what I was trying to essentially do, you know that one Spider-Man GIF where it's like the idea of it is that it can sync up to any music you play? I was essentially trying to do that because the trick of that illusion is having a bunch of different things moving at once at different speeds, like a bunch of secondary movement essentially, animation term for you, and that gives like your brain a bunch of different stuff to latch onto. So that's fun. And going back to talkie mode. So there we go, there's talking mode there. And that's the animation. So I needed it to make it so that I could have, because if I go to the camera, you can see it does a talking mode, and like the background's there, it's all there. But if I was doing it with the DayTube, I wouldn't be able to have this on its own independent layer because the entire background's there, the DayTube would crash. So what I did, I found this model on the workshop, which is basically a giant bubble that puts a green screen around it. There we go. So it shows Jellybean Guy here, but all the stuff in the background it hides. I think the idea of it is that it only shows objects. And so that's how it's able to only show Jellybean Guy. So I can render out a version where it's just the green screen version of him. And then I can also render out a version where it's just the background. And so that's how I got the background separate to the Jellybean Guy. I'm just kind of ranting, but we're past the loop a bit, so I can do that now. I'm permitted. I think I might do that. No. Oh crap, it changed scene. I didn't want that. Go here, please. Thank you. What I wanted to do was go like that. Yeah, now it looks like I'm facing it, which looks a little bit cool. But anyway, yeah, so that's pretty much all the technical stuff, really. And then oh yeah, by the way, I found out the light limit from the sheer amount of lights I had. So that's fun. So we've talked a fair bit about talking mode. Let's go into performing mode. I'm going to turn off the performing mode lights. No, the talking mode lights, and turn on performing mode. Oh yeah, that's the dramatic lighting thing. Don't worry about that. So if we go here, again, I did a similar thing for the camera angles where I just have all of them at the start and then paste the one there that I want to actually use. So I can Control C, and then Control V, and then all this stuff afterwards is the blue lighting system. So what did I want to say about perform mode? I think that was basically it, yeah. And then same thing with the cameras, pretty much. Oh wait, no. No, the cameras are different. So for talking mode, since the cameras were just still shots, I could just paste the one I wanted to use and then not have to render, not have to be like, oh, Source Filmmaker, render these frames. Now render these frames. I could just say, render the frames at the start, but like change stuff, so that's how it looks different. But since performing mode actually uses moving cameras, I had to actually have the camera be doing stuff. If I actually set it to be the right camera, Jesus. Camera 2, please. Thank you. So yeah, you can see all the different stuff I made. The cameras move, all that jazz. Yeah, I don't know if there's much else to say now. That's pretty much everything. You know those memes where it's like animated characters dancing but sped up, and like that's the joke? It's really fun to just go like you get the idea. I'm going to cut back to where am I? I'm right here. There we go. And then I'm gonna press save. Make sure that's all saved, and then close Source Filmmaker. There we go. Alright. Might bring the music back up a bit, because now I don't have to focus on explaining things. There we go, that's nice. Alright. There we go. So, how long have I been streaming for now? Still under 2 hours. I might do Balatro, because that's what I feel like doing right now. I've already done the hard work, particularly making this setup. That's been very hard work. So I'm going to go to Balatro now. Let's turn off the music. Play. This is now a chill stream. I've done the hard work of like making all the music-y stuff. Now we're going to play a video game. There we go. Okay, so if I go to this scene, there we are. And then I need to tell OBS that I want this. There we go. Alright, so let's go to this one. Streaming one. Let's make this a bit quieter as well. There we go, that's better. I also want the game speed to be slower. Yeah. Alright. Use the 76, hi. I did like a whole concert and everything, and it was really cool, but now I'm playing video games. I'll actually show you. Load please. There we go. So now I made it so I have a bunch of camera angles and stuff, and it's really, really cool. Look at that. Oh my goodness. But yeah. If I go into here, yeah, there we go. That's like the just chatting mode. For the performances, I did like a whole thing with like I messed it up. Did like a whole thing with lighting and camera angles and all that stuff. Check out the VOD for that. It's really good, and I want people to see it. But as I said, right now we are now playing video games. We're gonna do Yellow Deck because I like Yellow Deck. Alright, that's not necessary, we can just get in there. And thank you, game, for instantly giving me this. Oh, you caught the very end of it? Like, And that, like, with all the colored lights and that, because that's what I'm referring to. Like, referring to all the colored lights and camera angles and that. Because if so, I'm glad you saw that, because it was a lot of work. Okay, nothing useful here. We've already played a flush, so it might be fun to run a flush deck. Unless the game does this to us. You know what? Hard the cards. Give me some diamonds. I said, give me some diamonds. I said, give me some diamonds. Oh my god. Thank you, game. Oh my god. Sort of enough to know what you're talking about. I would recommend checking out the VOD. Because I'm sorry I'm pushing it. Like, it feels very YouTuber-y ad type thing. But, like, god, it was so much work to make. I might be screwed. Okay, I still have a few more hands. It's not that bad. But it's still pretty bad. This is the chill part of the stream. If I ever become, like, big enough that this is making money or anything like that, it could be fun to do, like, I've seen some creators do, like, an after party type thing. Might be fun to have, like, the main music stream and, like, all of that cool stuff, and then have, like, an after party for, like, YouTube members or something where it's just more chill and lower effort. Like, I'd still do video game stuff on the main stuff, but, you know, it could be fun. I'm just throwing stuff out there. Yeah. I know the work that went into it firsthand, Blender Edition anyway, and I appreciate the work you put in. Thank you. I used a Source Filmmaker, which is pretty old. Why does this game have the Google color scheme? I put on high contrast, which changes the colors of the cards. And normally it's like red and black, like normal. Like slightly different shades, so it's a little different, but still red and black. But I put on the high contrast, just mostly because I think it looks better, to be honest. I just like how it looks. I'm gonna get this because if sometimes the boss spine can really screw you over. And I'll get some cards. You know what? No, you seem more useful. Okay. I don't know why I skipped that. That was kind of autopilot. But anyway, what I'll do, I'll go into settings, and where is it? Where's the setting? There we go, high contrast card. So if I turn that off, you can see it's more of a standard deck, more of a standard thing. But I don't like, it's an accessibility option, but I honestly just like how high contrast cards looks. I'm going to believe in the heart of the cards. Give me a flush. Nice. Let's do that just to get rid of some cards we don't want. But okay, things aren't looking great. We could go to straight, maybe. There we go. Okay, we made it through. I'm very aware of how... Oh, I feel like this is less entertaining is my point than the music stuff. What game do you have the most hours in? So you know how I said I made this whole setup in Source Filmmaker? On Steam, currently my most played game is Source Filmmaker. I have like over 100 hours in it. And also, like, when I started working on this project, I think I had like 80-ish hours in Source Filmmaker, and now I have over 100. So that should give a point. Why can't I words? Jesus Christ. That should give some context to how much work this has been. I'm going to grab both of you. Okay, we are now going to start focusing on flushes more. That is the plan. Unless the game does something like that. That's awesome. But we can do better. Actually, no. Let's play that. Mostly just to get rid of these. There we go. Already halfway there. And then we can bop, 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 flush. In terms of not Steam, I do have a lot of hours in Animal Crossing. I don't know exactly how many, but like it's a fair amount. You know what? No, I'm gonna check. The thing is about it, I've played Animal Crossing a lot, but like I haven't played it in a very long time. But even so, even with that, it is still my most played game. Okay, God, does it only show, hours on installed games? Come on, show me my... okay, what if I go into all software, sort by, playtime, yep. It doesn't tell me how long I've been playing it for, god damn it. So I don't know how long I've played Animal Crossing, but just trust me that it's a very long time. It is very good. And I'm very cool. Alright, next round. We have a lot of diamonds, so we're just gonna hope the game gives us more. And it did. Awesome. Okay, that's already most of the way there. So that icon there means that it can be used as any suit. So that's helpful. I'm going to get rid of that stuff. So what I can do, since that can be used as any suit, this is clubs, but it still counts as a flush. There we go. That is good. Rightio. Celestial pack. Will it give me the thing? Yes, it will. So I got the telescope thing, which gives you the card for your most played hand. We've played flush the most, so now we can guarantee we're able to upgrade our flush. Yo, I'm getting a bit sleepy. I'm gonna go bye, fellas. See ya. That was really weird. Why did I say it like that? You have a good sleep, mate. Thank you for staying for so long. I really appreciate it. Okay. You know what? We ballin'. That's not that great, I think. What is... No. Okay. Heart of the cards. Heart of the cards. There we go. Okay, almost there. Give me some clubs, please. I said give me... frick. Okay. I'm just gonna play that to get rid of things. We don't care. Oh my god. Game. Okay. Okay, we need clubs. And it's over. We lose. Can I do anything with this? We can do a pair, but that's not very good. I think it's pretty close too, dang it. Alright. I don't know how much more I'm gonna do with this, because people are definitely getting bored. And I understand that, because I'm just playing this game. I might do 1 or 2 more runs of Balatro, then I'll end. Select. The urge to start 2 pairing is strong. That's definitely my favorite deck to play. But we'll do like an actual hand. Okay. And I'm 2 pairing. There we go. You know what? I'm calling it. This is gonna be the last run. We're gonna win. It's gonna be great. I'm going to open the Celestial Pack. Give me the thing I want. Thanks for nothing. I want the one that upgrades 2 pair, because that's what we are going to be doing. Okay, both of these are good. But I think... well, not super good. They're not like the meta or whatever, but this early in the game, I am going to go with this one. Probably should have gone for the other one. Yeah, there we go. Why not? Okay, next. Select. And bump. You know, this... I thought it would be jankier, the setup for this rig. I thought it would look bad while playing a video game, but honestly, it's not that bad. It could be a lot worse. Yeah, it definitely would look worse if I did something like this. It's actually not that bad. But yeah, this is what we want. There we go. Okay, 2 pair, please. Thank you. There we go. I'll have that, thank you. And let's save our money for now, I think. This is not great. There we go. We'll just play that. Can I get it? Can I get a 2 pair, please? That's not too bad. I'll play that. Could you make the guitar larger? I could not. So, as I said, all this is pre-rendered. It's like stuck. It's burned onto the same layer as Jellybean Guy. So I literally cannot. But what I can do is get the 2 pair card. Called it. There we go. Good stuff. Okay, and I'll get that as well. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Let's get rid of all that, because we want to get pairs. That's our goal here. I said we want to get pairs. Thank you. Alright, halfway there. All we need is another pair. Fortunately, it's right there. And you know what? Just for craps and giggles, we'll put the jack in there too. There we go. Awesome. Yeah, this is definitely going to be the last one. Stream's quieting down. And yeah. Yeah, we can use that right now. We'll definitely sell that later, but for now it'll be good. That'd be really good if I actually got the cards I wanted. That'd be great. Next round. You know what? Yeah, sure. Okay. Alright, that's not bad. Okay, boop, 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 boop. So that's gonna do that. We're gonna get points from that. And we're already most of the way there. Okay, this is good. Okay, we are doing good. Okay. That could be good. I don't really use tarot cards that much. So, bye. Okay. And give us the tree pair card. God dang it. Okay, next. I'm gonna re-roll because that was bad. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, so for the boss blind, we have to get the entire thing in one hand. If you're curious about the game I have the most hours in, I was gonna try and ask and be like more interactive, but I forgot. But anyway, I have the most hours in. I have 300 hours in a game called SCP SL. I have an SCP game that like one of my friends convinced me to get. I don't know if it's SL. You know what? I'll check. SCP. Yeah, SCP Secret Laboratory. Yeah, I've got that game as well, but I haven't played it much because I'm bad at it. Different question. What's your favorite genre? So yeah, I've got the game, but I haven't played it much at all. What's your favorite genre? So in terms of what I like to play, definitely like blues, jazz type stuff. I think that's really fun. In terms of what I like to listen to, probably more synthy stuff. I like that kind of sound. First person that comes to mind is Tom Cardy, who's an Australian comedy musician. Good stuff. Yeah. Okay, let's play with this. Okay, and is it better to play a 3-pair or a 2-pair right now? That's the question. Okay, it's still better. It's better to do full house, so that's what we'll do. Let me be like an actual interactive streamer. User76, what's your favorite genre? Look at me doing my thing correctly. I'm actually remembering. Okay. This card is very good. So once it gets destroyed, you get like a way better banana. But for now, we're gonna get the temporary banana. And we can get rid of you. Okay. What do we need right now? We need a standard pack, that's what I think. Yeah, okay. Okay, so this boss blind, we only get one hand. So that's not great. But let's just discard as much as possible so we can get the absolute best cards we can. Okay. So we can do a 2-pair like that. We can do full house. We can do 4 of a kind. Which is better? Four of a kind is better. So that is exactly what we'll do. And we'll throw a queen in there just because we can. Alright, we made it through. I'm really into SCP games at the moment, but I personally like PvP games with diversified roles or games like TF2. I also like TF2. Wow, look at this great conversation we're having. Oh god, I'm tired. For music though, I don't really have a favorite. Fair enough. God, I was talking so much better at the beginning of the stream. But we're gonna push through it. Yeah. The thing with games with diversified roles or like shooters and that is sometimes they often feel a bit bloated, like they have too much stuff. You gotta be careful with that, in my opinion. Particularly with like shooters where they add just like a crap ton of guns for the sake of having loads of stuff in the game. I really don't like that because it makes everything all bloated and there's too much stuff and barrier to entry is just super high. What time zone are you in? Australia. Somewhere in Australia. I'm currently sitting on a kangaroo while upside down, and I'm eating a giant jar of Vegemite. That is exactly what I'm doing right now. And also streaming. There we go. What do I need to do here? I need to play that. And of course, I'm a paid actor because Australians aren't real. Ha 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 ha. There we go. Let's grab this, and it's gonna give us the thing we want. Or not, you could just do that, you stupid game. Next round. Okay, come on, give us what we want. I see what you mean about diverse roles. Personally, it's just a matter of balance. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Like, TF2 hit a really nice diverse roles with it. Like, it feels like it's a good amount. But, like, other hero-based shooters just put in so much stuff, you know? And we're just gonna get rid of those. There we go. It's honestly better just to do a pair on its own at this point. Jesus. Also live in fear of the Australian. That's right. 100%. Because, if we can deal with all the spiders and snakes and whatnot, we are unstoppable. Cough, Overwatch, cough. My thoughts exactly. That is exactly what I was talking about, pretty much. Can we get some of that? Brr, 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 brr. And we lose. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna stop playing for now because we're very clearly stream's dying down now. We're nearing the end. We've played a video game, and yeah, I'm going to go back to this screen. Group, where am I? There I am. Okay, cool, great. All right, let's close the game. There we go. And music, please. Okay, that's a bit loud. There we go. Anyway, I think I might have stretched out the stream for too long. I probably should have just ended it. I feel like I probably overstayed my welcome a little bit just by like playing the game. But yeah, that's the setup that I made. I put a lot of work into it. It's gonna be in future streams. I do enjoy doing looper stuff. But you know, there's a limit. There's absolutely a limit. Like, once I get creatively tired, it's really hard to come up with songs on the fly. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens in terms of looper streams. And, I don't think there's much else to say. For chill streams, I might use the old model. Just to kind of signify the chillness of it, I guess. I'm saying a lot, because I'm tired, and this has been a long stream. Well, long for me, I guess. And just creatively exhausting. Now I think I'm just regular tired, to be honest. But thank you so much to everyone who was here. I know most people who were there for the performance are not here now, but like, I appreciate everyone taking the time to see all the hard work I put in, because I've been working so hard this week. I'm not exaggerating when I say it was just constant work. And I'm glad it's done. I'm glad I have this new toy to play with that allows me to go like, bah, and bah, and all this stuff. It's really cool to have. One last question before you sleep. What outline render do you use? Well, so as I said, one of my friends made this model. I'll get back to you on that, cause I just animated it. I didn't make this model. He did a fantastic job. But yeah, sorry about that. I don't know off the top of my head. I'll check for you. Don't worry. But yeah, thank you, User76, thank you, Spaghetti, thank you, Cheese, thank you everyone who showed up. I'm so glad people can finally see this setup that I put so much work into, and it's done, and I can end the stream, and it's gonna be great. Okay, anything else I need to say? Made an amazing bean. Yeah. All this for a bean, eh? Also, while I'm here, while I'm saying things, while I'm thanking people, thank you for 100 subscribers again. I said I was gonna make this setup at 100 subscribers, and then I'd been working on it, and then 100 subscribers happened, and then bada bing, bada boom, a full week of work because the procrastinator mindset kicked in. Thank you to Shindigs for like tweeting about a bunch of different streamers and inspiring this. Thank you to SFM people for making cool stuff and making me want to make cool stuff. And be kind to people, be nice, and have a fantastic rest of your day. Goodbye.